Hi everyone. I want to talk to you about two things in today's video. The first one is diet versus herbs. Which one is more important when it comes to getting relief from menopause symptoms and feeling great after menopause? And also, which one's more important? And the second thing is something about Chinese herbs. This came up when I was chatting about diet versus herbs. It's actually one of the most special things about Chinese herbs. One of the things that I think are their real secret superpowers that I wanted to bring out into the open and talk to you about today. I'm Dana Lavoie. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist here to help you have an easier time during and after menopause using natural remedies based in Chinese herbs. And so let's jump right in with our first topic today, which is diet versus herbs. Which one is more important and which one comes first when you're using it to help balance your hormones naturally and get relief from menopause symptoms and feel great putting off signs of aging post-menopause? Okay, so in terms of which comes first, diet or herbs? In a way, diet comes first because diet is where you're going to get your macronutrients, your basic building blocks for hormones, right? Without these big basic pieces, your body can't do what it needs to do. Also, diet gives you when you do it right, diet gives you the environment that you need in your body to have an anti-inflammatory state in your body, and it gives you basic detox nutrients and keeps your colon working while your bowel movements, right? So it gives you what you need to detoxify hormone metabolites. So that might have gotten a little scientific sounding, but basically you get the basic building blocks you need for happy hormones from your diet. And then you can add superfoods into your diet, which are like hormone specific, extra super special nutrients. Those are great. They build on the foundation of the basic nutrients. And then the herbs, Chinese herbs are like super foods, right? They just give your body what it needs to do amazing things with your hormones. But it's like you've got to have those basic building blocks in place. The herbs can help your body know what to do with the building blocks. But like you wouldn't eat just superfoods and herbs and not eat any regular food. You wouldn't have very good bowel movements that way. So diet in a way comes first, and then superfoods, and then herbs, which are like super foods, build on what you're getting from your diet. Okay, so there is, however, a time when herbs come first. And I want to talk about that because that's what I just gave you as the theory. What I'm going to give you right now is what I see happening in my practice with women over and over again. I've certainly experienced this myself. You think, okay, great. Theoretically, I should get on the perfect diet for menopause and then add some herbs, and that way I'll feel better. While that's probably true, I'll just get on the perfect diet, right? It's not always as easy as it sounds. I mean, how many of us have been trying to do that for like a few decades and we're still not on the perfect diet? Okay. So, and sometimes in menopause, you're having brain fog, you're not sleeping, you're exhausted, you're feeling super stressed. It's even harder than usual to make healthy changes in your diet. And this is where the herbs can come first because say you are like not sleeping, so you just don't have the energy to prepare healthy food, so you're not eating right. Well, the herbs can come in and help you sleep. Now you're sleeping. Now you have more energy. Now you can start to think about eating right. So if you're feeling so crappy that you can't even get on the right diet, the herbs can come in and help your body get feeling well enough that then you can start to take care of yourself better with a good diet. So that is one of the times when herbs would come first. Now, if you do that and you get feeling a bit better and you're on herbs, I do encourage you long term to work on also getting on a really good diet for menopause and diet for your hormones, because the herbs then will work even better and you'll get even better results for sure. Okay, so that's a little bit about diet and herbs, which one comes first. In terms of which one is more important, I mean, honestly, they are both important. If you can get on the right diet, do that first, see how much relief you get. But if you still need help, because sometimes during menopause you just need some extra help, right? Then the herbs are just so incredible in my practice and have been for so many years, decades practically, for helping women just get real relief, fast relief, significant relief. Diet gives you some of the relief, but the herbs can just be so amazing for helping you to feel better. So in terms of which are more important, I would never say diet's not important, but I will say that the herbs are such a wonderful tool to have and be able to use during menopause. So they're both important. But if you had to try one first, try the diet first, get relief, see how well you're feeling. If you're perfect, great. If you still need a little more help, add the herbs, and adding the herbs to the diet like that, they're going to work the best right away. So okay, so that's which comes first, which is more important. And now I'm moving into part 2 of this video, right? One of the super special powers that Chinese herbs have, that I think they have. If you get into a cycle, right, you get into, I call it a downward health spiral. Something happens like you're not sleeping, so you don't have the energy to prepare healthy food for yourself. Or your knee is hurting, so you stop exercising, so you gain weight, which makes your knee hurt even more because now it's carrying around more weight. So there's a lot of ways that this can happen, where one sort of problem with your health leads to another problem with your health, which makes another one worse and another one worse. And it creates this cycle that perpetuates itself that takes your health in a downward spiral. And herbs are actually known in the Chinese herb community, especially among tonic herbalists, for having this ability to change downward spirals, in detrimental patterns into upward spirals or beneficial health patterns. And it is so amazing to be able to do this for yourself with herbs. So herbs can come in. They could help your body so that you can sleep better, and then you have the energy to prepare good food, and then you feel better. So you have more, you exercise more, and then you sleep even better, right? And one good thing leads to another. Or if your knee is hurting, maybe the herbs can come in and help with your knee pain. And then, they can help your body to get rid of that knee pain. Then you start to exercise, and then you lose weight, and then that makes your knee feel even better. And, then all these good things happen. So the herbs have this ability to change downward health patterns into upward health patterns. And if you look at it in one way, I think that the aging process could be considered one big downward health spiral if you don't do something to not make it be like that, right? It seems like, oh, I'm getting older, I can't exercise, I can't do things, I don't have energy, I'm not sleeping well, whatever it is for you that starts you on one of those downward cycles. But even during the aging process, I feel that with the right tools, you can use the wisdom you've gained from being older to incorporate these and to turn those spirals around and actually feel pretty amazing as time goes by. And so that's one of the things that I really haven't heard very many herbalists talk about that, but I wanted to share it with you because it seemed so obvious to me in this conversation about diet versus herbs. Because yeah, diet should come first, but if you're not getting on the right diet, use the herbs to turn that cycle around, right? So it seemed like a really obvious place to talk about this. If it's too esoteric, let me know. But I thought you would find it interesting. And I also thought it would help you understand like diet, herbs, how do I use them in conjunction with each other in the best way possible? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Diet versus herbs, which is more important, which comes first, and this ability that the Chinese herbs have to turn the downward health spirals into the upward health spirals, or the detrimental patterns, the patterns that are harmful, into the beneficial patterns of health and behavior. I also wanted to make sure that I sent you away from this video with something really useful that you could do right away. So in terms of diet, the best diet for menopause is going to be an alkalinizing anti-inflammatory diet. Its overall effect is going to be cooling and anti-inflammatory. And the best way to do that is just make sure that your diet is made up of a large enough percentage of vegetables, plant foods in general, but vegetables especially. So a little tip is, how can you add vegetables every time you eat? Whether it's to a smoothie or whatever you're having, look at your plate. Can you plop some vegetables onto that plate as a little side serving and just eat them every time you eat? So that's a little tip for you. And another one for herbs, if you're going to use herbs, my number one tip is make sure that they are customized for you, customized for the discomforts you're experiencing, customized for the part of the menopausal transition that you're at. You're going to use different herbs if you're, 36 and just starting to have some perimenopausal PMS versus if you're 75 and dealing with some postmenopausal dryness or something like that. So make sure the herbs are customized. And there's not a super quick and easy way I can tell you how to do that, but if you are interested in that, check out my new course, How to Use Chinese Herbs During and After Menopause, because it's all about that. And I also have a free mini course on all about using Chinese herbs during and after menopause. So if you want to learn more about customizing herbs, then I can help you out. So check out the links. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm Dana Lavoie. I have been an acupuncturist and herbalist specializing in women's health for over 15 years. And I love helping women feel better during menopause and put off signs of aging after menopause. Those are some of my favorite things to do. I love sharing that information with the clients in my local practice. And now I'm super excited to be able to share everything that I've learned with you guys through these videos and my online programs on how to use Chinese herbs during menopause and how to get on the best diet during and after menopause. So if you'd like to learn more about that or take one of my free mini courses, head on over to my website, danalavoielac.com. The link is either right below this video or it's in my bio. There's a link nearby. And anyway, thanks so much for joining me today. And I would love to talk to you about this. So if you have some questions, if you have some comments, if you've experienced something like this yourself, put it on in there. Put it in the comments. Send me a message. I'd love to chat with you about it. Thanks again for your time and have a great day. Bye for now.